Hey, Darryl. First of all, congratulations. I just wanted to get your thoughts about kind of, the Big Ten season this year and how that, I guess, has prepared you for this tournament because, they led the way with 9 teams. So what was that grind like and how do you think that's helped you for March?
It's what we all come to college for, Big Ten was crazy this year. Every game, it felt like we was playing a ranked team. But it definitely prepared us for March Madness. I think we done seen, teams with great bigs, teams with great guards. And like I just said, that's what we want to do, play at the highest level and compete. And that's definitely what the Big Ten is.
Emily Giambalvo, Washington Post.
Hey, Darryl. What was the emotion like in the room when your name was called and kind of having to wait so long, and then particularly just kind of having this weird season with COVID? Did that impact the emotion at all?
They definitely took a little bit too long, man. We was all waiting in here, anticipating. But when we finally seen our name called, it was just like a relieving feeling. Just amongst us, because we know how much we've been through this year and just all the adversity we had to overcome. It was just a great feeling to know we still alive, fighting for a chance to play for something special. So it's good.
Mark Viviano.
Hey, Darryl, congratulations. There's so much relief and excitement over making it in. Having seen you and your teammates, I'm sure you're not happy just to be in, but you want to do some damage. What you know about this tournament and your team, what are you guys capable of going into this?
For certain, getting into the tournament is a blessing for certain. But we definitely want to win, move on, and advance. We know this tournament is hard. It's real different right now with COVID going on. All the games in Indianapolis, we're going to be playing at different colleges and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we got players that just like to compete. And I think that's what you need in a tournament like this. Just with having unfamiliarity with teams and just playing a different team. You might play Friday, then you got a whole different team Sunday. So you might not be able to scout them as much, stuff like that. But just having the guys we have on our team, we just want to compete and win. Every single game, regardless of who we play, whether we're smallest, whether we're bigger, we all can go out there, compete, just give it our all, and make winning plays.
Daniel Uyafusi.
Hey, Darryl, for you personally to make the tournament as a sophomore, you obviously think you guys are going to kind of run it back with the same group last year, and then that doesn't happen because it's canceled. How does it feel for you to be back in this moment?
It's crazy. For me, it's something I always seen for myself, seen for this team. We got guys, man. Regardless of what people were saying before the season, regardless of what people were saying during the season when we was in I forget, we was probably 4-9 in conference. Regardless of all that, we just stuck together and just trusted in the process and trusted in each other. So this definitely, I don't even know how to explain it, but we believe, and that's all that really mattered. And we here. So now it's time to play basketball, man.
Pete Gilbert.
Hey, Darryl, congrats to you and your team. And from 4-9, from that struggle, where did you find the belief to think that you would be sitting here talking about going to the tournament? I mean, it just didn't look realistic, 6 weeks ago.
Excuse me, I had to burp. But when you play in the Big Ten, I think you got a chance every night. Every win is a big win, for real. Because you see, we got 9 teams in the tournament. So just knowing that we had a long conference slate and just knowing that we was, getting better every day. We didn't have a summer. We didn't have no fall, for real. When the season started, I don't think we had the same preseason that other teams had. So throughout the season, we was getting better every single day. And just in practices, we just see improvement from players and improvements like just throughout the year. So we had confidence. And just playing in that conference, I think the game that probably turned around was Illinois. I think that gave everybody, even the coaching staff, like everybody, a lot more confidence moving forward. So,
Andy Koska.
Hey, Darryl. You kind of touched on it there, but at what point, what has been the growth? What's been the biggest growth of this team from maybe Clemson, maybe the Illinois game to now?
just finding our identity. At the beginning of the year, like I said, we ain't really had no off-season. Coach Turgeon didn't have a chance, to play and pick up together, practicing with us through the summer, that type of stuff. So it took us a little minute to find our identity. But when we found it, we a team that's big on defense, big on spacing the floor, creating opportunities for everybody, attacking mismatches, stuff like that. But I think once we found our identity and what we could win with in the Big Ten, I think we gained that confidence, and we kind of figured that this was somewhere that we could be.
Time for a couple more. We'll start with Lila Bromberg.
Darryl, just, with having the selection show and just kind of, having the tournament, things like that, does it bring back any memories for you, from that experience in 2019? Just how excited are you to, get back there?
For sure. I remember the 2019 selection show like it was yesterday. In 2019, we was called in the first bracket, though. I ain't had to wait this long. I didn't have to wait this long to hear our name called. Like I said, it's a great feeling. It's definitely a different team, different circumstance from that year. But it's the same feeling of, joy. It shows you had some success throughout the year, and it's just a great feeling. Every kid, grow up dreaming of playing in March Madness, playing in these big games throughout the day. So it's a phenomenal feeling.
Okay, last question for Darryl tonight, Jacob Steinberg.
Hey, Darryl, you guys are obviously facing UConn next, and I know you haven't had much time since the selection show ended, but are you familiar with them at all? And if so, what are your thoughts about that matchup?
All I watch is basketball. If you ask any of my teammates, they come in my room in College Park, all on my TV is FS1 or Big Ten Network. And the two conferences that's on there is Big East and Big Ten. So I'm familiar with UConn. I know who they have. I played AAU with some of them guys. So for sure, I know them for sure.
All right, Darryl. Thank you. Appreciate your time. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.